and come in excess. I can't stay interested in a guy for longer than 2 months. What is wrong with me? I find a flaw and can't get over it. For example, if a guy chews with his mouth open, I could never see him again. You are the problem with you. If you have a list of deal breakers that has more than 5 things on it, you do need to wait around to get a sex robot that you can program to be perfect for you in every possible way. There is no settling down without some settling for. There is no long-term relationship without not just putting up with your partner's flaws, but accepting them and then pretending they aren't there. And we like to call it in my house paying the price of admission. I have certain flaws that I shall not tick off here, and my boyfriend has certain flaws that I shall list. And I used to, we've been together 14 years, actually 13, but we're like a hotel. We're skipping the 13th floor because it's bad luck. He has flaws that used to drive me fucking crazy. He also wasn't what I thought I wanted. He's 7 years younger and didn't go to college and is an artist. And, I'm a dumb writer and I thought I needed somebody who, was a doctor or a lawyer, who had a stable career because I'm an idiot. And he wasn't what I was looking for, and we fell in love, and he's still together. If I was just like, no, you won't do, no, you won't do, if I didn't give him a chance, I would have cheated myself out of love of my life, right? Your boyfriend who chews with his mouth open, you can say, chew with your fucking mouth shut. And hopefully he'll get there and chew with his mouth shut. But if he never does, him chewing with his mouth open might be the price of admission. It might be the price you need to pay, or have to pay, to ride that ride. We used to make the dumb mistakes. And these things, I think, play out more sort of toxically in those mixed gender relationships you heterosexuals get into that never work out. Because they're fraught with, women's studies courses in female oppression and centuries of female oppression. He doesn't put anything away. He makes a sandwich, and then there's the mayonnaise jar open on the counter. There's the bread. There's the milk that he left out. There's the mustard. There's the meat. All are left out in August. All right? We're all going to die of ptomaine poisoning. I used to follow him around and say, put that fucking shit away. And then one day, I put it away. And it took 1/10 of the time that yelling at him about it would have taken. And I went, oh, right, this is one of the prices of admission. I love him so much, it's worth it just to put the fucking mayonnaise away myself. And you can't have a long-term relationship with someone unless you're willing to identify the things, the prices of admission you're willing to pay, and the ones you're not. But the ones you're not, the list of things you're not willing to put up with, you really have to be able to count it on one hand. And it can't be superficial bullshit like chews with the mouth open. It really can't, as disgusting as that is. Right? Because you will never be in a relationship with any. You're going to be Jerry Seinfeld, but without the millions in residuals. With him constantly rejecting women because he has manhandle. All this bullshit, right? Nobody's out. People, when they're young, have this idea that there's someone out there who's perfect for me. There's some ideal. There's the one. The one does not fucking exist. The one is a lie. But the beautiful part of the lie is that it's a lie you can tell yourself. A long-term relationship that's successful is really a myth that two people create together. Every long-term successful relation is a myth. And myths are built of lies. And there's usually some kernel of truth. My boyfriend and I have a relationship built on a solid foundation of lies and deceit. When you think about it, you meet somebody for the first time, and they're not presenting, their warts and all self to you. They're presenting their idealized self to you. They're leading with their best, right? And then eventually you're farting in front of each other. Eventually you get to see the person who is behind that facade of their best, right? And they get to see the person behind your facade. Your lie self, this lie that you presented to them about who you really are. And what's beautiful about a long-term relationship, and what can be transformative about it, is I pretend every day that my boyfriend is the lie that I met when I first met him. And he does the same favor to me. He pretends I'm that better person than I actually am, even though he knows I'm not, even though I know he's not. And we then are obligated to live up to the lies we told each other about who we are. We are then forced to be better people than we actually are because it's expected of us by each other. And you can, in a long-term relationship, really make your lie self come true if you're smart. And if you demand it of them and you're willing to give it to them, you have to be willing not to see him chewing with his mouth open if you want to be around for his better qualities. And buy into the lie version of him that never does that, right? And they will hopefully do the same for you. And that's the only way you become the one. It's because somebody is willing to pretend you are the one that they were waiting for, the one they wanted, their one. Because you're not. Nobody is. No two people are perfect for each other, ever. Period. No two people are 100% sexually compatible. No two people are 100% emotionally compatible. No two people want the same things. And if you can't reconcile yourself to that, you will have no relationships that last longer than 2 months. And you know what? It's not going to be their fault. It's going to be your fault. Sometimes my butt hurts. Oh, don't clap. That makes me really